Want to learn this quick parrot? Well, you're at the right place. Welcome to the Bling Bling Jam YouTube station. And there's a big shout out to my friend Anna Anuda, who asked me how to do this from Canada, who attends the event. So let's get started. So I'm going to start off with a green 260 and stretch a little bit. And I think I'm going to leave it with about 5 fingers uninflated. So inflated all the way. I'm using my filbert pump. I maybe that's 3 fingers. I'll burp it a little bit. And I'm gonna make a 1 inch bubble. I'm going to make another little bit bigger than 1 inch bubble to make an ear twist. For those of you guys that are new on this channel and new to balloons, it is an ear twist, just so you understand. Some people call it a couple other names, but we use the word ear twist. And a second one. Okay. I would do about it again. I have small hands, as you guys have seen on this video before. A couple people, I know I have my friend Misha following me, and she did a hat, and I guess her hand's a little bit bigger than mine. And I go, obviously, it's an estimation, so keep that in mind as we're working on our bubble sizes. Okay, if you're new to balloons. So, and again, if you're new to the balloons, you're in the right place, the right station here, right? Oh, I got a feather flying at me. And so it's all about proportions and then practicing and obviously observing a little bit more and getting used to that and what you kind of I estimate over some time and get better at that. And that's a big shout out to Misha, who was asking about that on the phone the other day when I was teaching the presidential hat for President's Day. And she did a great job with it, but just kind of like eyeballing it and kind of figuring out. So it's just a gauge, if you will. So again, about a hand's length, I would say. Again, I have small hands, so I'm going to go up, make a bubble, do another ear twist, same size. Okay, another ear twist, same size. And again, on this station, we want. Oh, that's going out of air. We want people to use things that make sense and make money. You can make definitely much more detailed, parrots or birds than this. There's no question. We have a line, which most people have line work. That's what most of the work is. You need to keep the line moving, right? And again, if you do balloons that take a long time, you can't get to too many people in the line. So you want to make it nice. You want to get that aha moment where they're like, oh, wow, that's really cool, and keep it moving. And also, every time you're working, you're showcasing yourself, right? To get other events and other gigs. So I love the bling, i.e., Bling Bling Jam, and adding on bling separates you. And just like investing in yourself, investing in your tool bag, you have all the right tools ready to go. If I hired a plumber and he showed up without his tools, he can't do his job, right? So you want to have your proper, pumps. You want to have your proper cases. I always like to add on the bling, like the googly eyes, the feathers, as you saw, lights, all those kind of things. Some artists say I'm not a purist. I don't know, but it is what it is. I like it. People like it. And again, I know it mixes the art with the craft. I get it, but it works for me and it works for a lot of my clients. So that's what I'm talking about. Anyway, I'm going back up here. Gonna rekindle what I did, the 2 ear twists in the bottom here. And we're gonna go up, make another bubble, and lock this in. Okay. Bring it down, make a third bubble, same size, lock it in on the ear twist. I'm turning this upside down so you guys can see and get the gist. And if you're very new, just message me or put a comment and I can help you. So that's it so far. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get a 5-inch round for the eyes, okay? And I'm going to inflate it. Oh, that one's holy. And we'll do another one. I'm going to inflate it and soften it, let the air out, because it makes the balloon softer. So when I'm going to twist it, I think it's a little bit better for less poppage, perhaps. Okay, so I'm going to take this, tie it to the nozzle. Okay, Where the nozzle is, I'm going to split the balloon in two with my two hands to make the eyes. So I'm twisting, I'm eyeballing it to see the size, and I'm taking the nozzle and wrapping it through like that a little bit just to hold it a little bit. Of course, I have to hold it like this, okay? And my goal is to put it on the top here between these two ear twists. So wrap it around, okay? So just like this, and then we're going to rotate the two sides to make sure it's locked in, just like that. And then make sure that your ear twists are kind of behind, because that's going to be where you're going to put the feathers. If you have feathers and want to attach that, and again, you get those at the dollar store. It's great, or Michael's, or on Amazon. All good. I'm gonna take a orange for the beak. And you know what I'm gonna do this time? I'm gonna put some bling in it because I'm all about the bling, right? And people love the bling. I know it's again some investments, okay? And it's kind of how the bling bling jam started. I was known as the bling bling balloon guy, right? Adding things on. This one I'll just pop out the lever, and this one changes colors. I'll put this in the round. And again, depending upon how long my line is or whatever it is, I'm doing a birthday party with 10 or 20 kids. It's hard to get to that in an hour, but I do, and I do offer that. An hour and a half is always better, okay? If you can get it, depending upon what they order. I try to do mostly hats at my parties because it's hard to get through when they're detailed, right? And there should be different price points depending upon what you're doing and what level balloons you're doing, right? And sometimes, you got to get rid of the bling, but it does cost some money. But again, it does separate you. Okay. Oh, I took the wrong one. I took the original one. Let's go over here. So I'm going to put this nozzle right between the two eyes and wrap it around so it locks in the beak, just like that. Okay. So what I'm going to do now, I am going to find my googly eyes, put them on. Now, again, if I'm super, super busy, it just depends. I might just draw on the eyes. That is true. But I do try to take the time to do this. Everybody finds it fascinating. I think it separates you, from people as well, that they know that. I mean, my tagline as Mr. Balloon Wizard is a twist above the rest. Some people think that's obnoxious, but you know what? If you believe you are, right? And you deliver it and you're professional, come on time, stay after, go the extra mile. That's what your clients pay you for, right? And that's what we want. So put an eyeball there, an eyeball there. Okay. I'm going to take my Sharpie. Let's draw on that now. Let's get, and Anna, I'm hoping that you like this, and I'm hoping to hear feedback from everybody and seeing what you guys think and seeing your work. I'm going to do some eyebrows here. And I'm going to draw a mouth, a happy face. I can put stick a tongue out with red if I want to. I can do different things, just like that. Okay, so I'm going to put this to the side. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the perch, okay? I actually already reinflated a balloon from earlier, so let's try this. I would inflate a balloon, leaving like a two-finger tail, okay? I would do an ear twist. And again, I can make a whole cage if I wanted to, right? But this is just keeping it on the move, okay? And again, remember, the most practical balloons to sell are it's gonna be line work stuff and or something that you can keep it moving, right? And by using the bling, it does separate you and makes it look more valuable. And people do know that. Okay. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna kind of estimate where I have this ear twist, put it down a little bit, because that's where the he's gonna be holding on with his hands. Okay. And I want to curve it around because again, we're gonna have a little bit of room here because we're gonna have the feathers coming out till about here, and I'm gonna make a twist right here. Okay, so I'm gonna put this to the side, do a twist right here, and an ear twist. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna squeeze this a little bit, okay, and with this tail, I am going to wrap this around here. I'm actually gonna tie it a little bit too here, might as well. However you do it, I'll double tie it. Or just Hide the mechanics. So just like that, okay? Now the connecting part for the bird, right, and the perch is going to be the hands, right? Claws, whatever you call it. I'm going to use yellow. I could use red, a yellow 160, okay? Stretch it. And this does not have to be inflated all the way because you're not going to use it all. So you kind of estimate, sorry. I got to speak English sometimes, right? So and tonight, by the way, we are having a Bling Bling Jam Zoom. If you haven't been on one before, you are welcome to send me an email at yourpartyschool@gmail.com with your first and last name. If you've never been in one before, you have, sorry, you got to register for the Bling Bling Jam in person or virtual, and then you'll have access to the replays and access to them as well. First one's complimentary, okay? There's a value to it, and we do some great things tonight. I have Debbie Stevens teaching. I have Aaliyah, and I have Cecilia, and I may do something as well. We'll see how it goes, and we talk about other things as well. It's from 8 to 10 p.m. East Coast time, okay? It's gonna be great, and I know I just put it out there last night, but we do try to do them once a month, not in July, but that's when I'm doing Bling Bling Jam. And again, people that register for virtual or in person have access to that. It's not what you're paying for. It's an extra bonus is what it is. It's just something that we like to do. Okay. Just to be clear, and they are really good. And we got some great feedback, and it's great because we come together and we discuss it and it keeps it moving. I was the one that first created the first balloon webinars before Zoom existed, and they were really amazing. Many artists were on there before they got known, and it was great to work with everybody with that. And I got some great footage from that. One day I got to start showing it. It's great. But anyway, let's go back to this. Okay. So we're going to make a small bubble, maybe a little less than 1 inch, right? And we're going to hold it, okay? What we're going to do now is we're going to take the perch, okay? And I'm going to wrap this around the perch, and that becomes a foot, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to twist this in, okay? Now, I will end up making this into a pinch twist. Actually, I can do that now, okay, to lock it in, okay? And then my goal is to make a small bubble here. I don't know if you call that a 1/2 inch, about, like I said, eyeball it. And then what I'm going to do is gently, I'm going to wrap it around these 2 ear twists here for the feet. Okay, that's how I'm going to lock it in. So I'm going to go right here. This is maybe a little hard to see, but maybe you can see it this way. I'm going to pull this right in. And then wrap the rest of this over. So it looks like this so far, okay? So then what I'm going to do, I'm going to make another bubble. Let me see if you guys can see it this way. Hold on. Oh, I see what happens. Hold on a second. I got to get my ears twisted over here. Okay, hopefully you can see that. Okay, I'm going to make another bubble here, just mimicking the other one. Sorry, I got to turn it this way to do this. And I'm going to wrap this around the perch. So it looks like this as I'm wrapping it. And I'm going to twist this and pull this through the back. Sometimes it's not easy doing this on camera. You guys can see. It's interesting sometimes, right? And I'm going to rip this and make an ear twist with the rest of that little bubble. And ear twist that in. And I want to use my scissors on that. Where did I do my scissors? Okay, hold on 1 second. Get the tail looking right. Get the ear twist over here looking right. And just kind of balance it out. Okay. And this, I got to pull it out this way a little bit to center it, right, on the perch. Okay. And got to balance this out a little bit and the tail so it's going upright. Just like that. Okay. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put the feathers on. So I have feathers put in three different kinds, colors, and the feathers are going to go sort of behind the eyes, but by these two ear twists, I just put them in gently so it doesn't pop the balloon, right? One, let's do, I have orange. Let's do orange. I have a green one here too. Green. And all the feathers are flying. Oh my gosh. Just like that. So here we have our parakeet, okay? And my other one here, some of the feathers fell off. So we got two, okay? Again, Anna had asked me about this, who attends the Bling Bling Jam. I hope you guys find it helpful and useful. Oop, the balloon's in my face. And again, I hope you guys, share with me some comments and or show me that you made it and that you find this useful to help you guys make some more money in your balloon twisting. And if you are working on that and working hard to come to the Bling Bling Jam, whether it's in person or virtual, you can also ask people to sponsor you at your events and put a bucket out or whatever it is. So you have a tip bucket out or whatever. Hey, sponsor me so I can go to the longest and the oldest lasting convention in Las Vegas and the entertainment capital of the world, which is huge, right? During International Balloon Dog Holiday and International Balloon Holiday that are both during Bling Bling Jam. And you'll be really surprised as to the response. Misha, big shout out to you. She already got a sponsor. She's been watching a station. Okay, she's working hard to get there. Also, other people, there's a gal in Canada, Allie, that is watching this as well. She's working hard to come as well. And then I know I have other people I know that have mentioned about getting sponsored, and they're working out like Corky, and then of course Cecilia, who has our YouTube station, and she's always asking for sponsorships, and she's working it and sharing so much. If you guys don't know Cecilia, you want to make sure you reach out and subscribe to her station as well. And she'll be on our call tonight teaching as well. So, with that said, thank you guys so much for watching us. Looking forward to your comments. Make sure you subscribe, like, share. And again, on this station, we are doing, some tutorials, some interviews, but really we are focused on how to make money in balloons, especially balloon twisting, because a lot of artists don't know how to do that really well. And unfortunately, balloons cost money, conventions cost money, gas costs money, and there's nothing wrong with making money and charging what you're worth. And we want to rise the bar to teach our clientele what a balloon artist is worth, balloon decorator's worth, but really a deco twister, which is where the industry has been out for a long time. And Bling Bling Jam was the first ones to acknowledge that, or the longest ones to acknowledge that. Actually, it was acknowledged right before Bling Bling Jam, but no one's been talking about deco twisting. They are now. Rumor has it they are now. Okay, because that's where it's at. So anyway, thanks again, everybody. And again, love to see your photos of you guys making this and love to hear your feedback. And I hope that you guys found that helpful. And registration, by the way, for early bird is $375. It's blingblingjam.com for in-person or virtual. Is there a discount for virtual? No, because you get a whole lot more as well. And you get these replays of these Zooms as well. And you get lots of other tidbits. And our price is so low, okay, compared to everybody else's in terms of what you get for 5 days plus these Zooms. And again, those are the extra bonuses and the relationship. So keep that in mind. And again, not to compare us to anybody else. We all love all balloon events and all that. It's just that we're trying to keep the event going and trying to survive it with all the price increases of all the event spaces, especially after COVID. So understand that. And we just want to give back as much as we can and help you guys make some money so you can afford to come and also know what makes sense and what doesn't make sense in terms of your balloon business. And that's what it's all about. So again, thanks you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys really soon. Let's bling it on. Over and out.